Salutations, my name is Drunk. I just voice crap. But salutations, my name is Drunker, and today we are back with another episode of XXL WOOFIA. I was about to say the other game, but chill, relax. The reason why I am very excited because I finally got my voice back. Yay! I still have a cold though, but it's not as bad as yesterday. But yeah, all I needed was at least 7 hours of sleep. Go me! So anyway, 65% of you decided that we should be skipping Big Catch Angler's Day to Summer Splash, a tropical encounter. So, don't worry, we will go back to Big Catch Angler's Day next time. So yeah, this is only like a kind of like a test poll to see where I'm at in terms of voting so far. Actually, I am seeing the poll for the second poll for the Another Eidos one, and most of you guys really want the Demon's Partner. Well, we'll talk about that in a bit because I have some stuff related to that. But yeah. So anyways, we will proceed to the first story. I tried to read this last time, but my voice died in the middle of it. So we'll be reading through Island Revelry. Mic test, mic test. Ladies and gentlemen, we expect to land in 10 minutes. The local time in Sindara is now 2 in the afternoon, with a temperature of approximately... Yeah, please fasten your seatbelts for landing. On behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for flying with us. Have a nice stay. Gazing out the window at the southern island, gradually clearing through the layers of cloud, a look of anticipation appears on Paul the Bear's face. So he's got a cool new outfit here. On top of that, Paul the Bear is dressed in tropical vacation attire, further revealing his excitement for this trip. Not sure why he decided to do crotchless pants again for this trip. I guess maybe it's a easy slip out for, I don't know. We're finally here. I've been looking forward to this, but I'm also worried it's gonna be unbearably hot. We're finally here. Why can't I be sailing my own proud shark instead of riding this rust bucket of a plane? Because this is a company trip, it makes no sense for the crew to sail their own ship. Besides, isn't it nice to leave the ocean for the skies once in a while? Why is a tag-along whale like you showing up on my company trip? Still screwed up that line. After all, I am the Draconic Depths Ocean Patrol Officer in charge of supervising the Proud Shark. And if no one's here to keep an eye on you, who knows what kind of mess you'll make. I'll just have to clean it up for you in the end anyway. Aye, I'll be sure to listen to a damn panda fish like you, nice and proper. Sif, I couldn't care less what you say. Do as you please. I have a mission to attend to anyway. If only I didn't have to watch you, I could have learned a bit more of the Sindaran dialect. What you learning that for? Don't think anyone would want to talk to a panda fish like you, do you? Let's see. How do you say, this guy's an idiot, please just ignore him in the Sindaran dialect? Captain and Patrol Officer Orimar is energetic as ever. I need to get my mini fan and cooling pads ready. The bickering between Captain Loki and Orem echoes throughout the plane, marking the beginning of the Proud Shark's annual company trip. Summer Splash, a tropical encounter. Ooh. Everyone from the Proud Shark, over here please. Welcome everyone to our 5-day tour of the Southern Island Sindara. We're about to start this exciting journey soon. Are you excited? Yes! The tour leader's stiff words hang in the air for a few seconds, Fortunately, Paul the Bear and Orem graciously respond, saving him from some of the awkwardness. The local guide will be here to greet you and start today's itinerary shortly. I'll take your luggage to the hotel first. Also, remember to put all your phones and electronic devices into waterproof bags. Aye, I know. How many times you gotta say it? Instead of nagging here, we should just get going. I'm ready! Paul the Bear's cheerful voice cuts off Captain Loki's complaining, and then... Huh? Oh my god! Whoa! A jet of water shoots out of nowhere. Before Paul the Bear can even cry out in surprise, he's soaked to the bone. The cool sensation quickly cools him down. He clumsily wipes his face and pushes aside his wet, heavy fur. Once his vision clears, the person who sprayed him comes into view. How was that? Did you enjoy our Sendaran welcoming ceremony? This is a special treat reserved for the good boys who listen to the tour leader and put their phones in waterproof bags. Standing before Paul the Bear is a big dog with a radiant smile. He's shielding his eyes from the glaring sun with one hand, looking at everyone with a casual posture. In his other hand, he holds a brightly colored water gun with crystal clear droplets of water still dripping from the tip of the barrel. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm your guide for this trip. You can call me Sayang. Hello? I knew Sindar had this custom, but I still got caught up off guard when I actually get a face full of water. Here, for you. Sayang hands a handkerchief to Paul the Bear. Thank you. Since you've all done your homework, you should know what to do next. Ta-da! Sayang and the tour leader work together to handing out various water guns to everyone present. Sindar is surrounded by the sea. The water irrigates the land, nourishes the crop, and has raised all of us Sindarans. So for us, splashing water on each other is a way of giving our sincerest blessing. Sayang finishes handing out the last few water guns to the tour members. He pulls his hand back, his gaze sweeping over the group of eager tourists with a practiced smile on his face. Does everyone have a water gun? Yup. Get ready to witness me giant dual water pistons. Sayang scans the crowd and nods in satisfaction after confirming that everyone has raised their water guns. Sindara welcomes you all. Before Sayang finishes, his fingers already on the trigger, a clear stream of water erupts from the nozzle during a crystalline arc under the sunlight. The water splashes all over the tour members in the front row. Amidst the laughter, the boisterous water fight, a welcome to the newcomers, begins. Whoa! Hey! Why is everyone aiming at me? Take this! Hey, panda fish! Heard you missed my big water gun. I'll be happy to oblige. Captain Loki? Damn it! Take this! Great, looks like everyone's having fun. Watching everyone throw themselves completely into the chaotic battle of splashing water and laughter, a smile plays on Sayang's lips. Amidst the commotion, his gaze lands on the bench not far away where the polar bear he'd first ambushed with the waters resting alone. He sets aside his playful mood and walks over. Hey. Are you okay? Sorry for splashing you just now without warning. It's fine. The tour leader already gave us a heads up. Besides, the weather in Sindara is so hot. It's nice to cool down. That's great. What? Oh! Just as the two are talking, two jets of water suddenly spray toward them. The surprise attack throws them both off, causing them to cry out in disarray. My aim's true, even with a water gun. Being sprayed in the face by me is an honor. Be grateful. As a battle-hearted Sindaran, I have no intention of just being a sitting duck. Take this! The brilliant sunlight falls on the side of Sayang's face, making the droplets of water sparkle under the light. His dark face wears a smile brighter than the sun, and for a moment, Paul the bear finds himself staring captivated. Sighing is so cute. Oh, no. Paul, no. We are not here. This is a company trip, okay? Let's listen, okay? You're tourists. Do not even try to flirt with the locals, okay? Don't even. Sighing doesn't notice Paul the bear's daze. He turns and extends a hand to Paul the bear amidst the water, mist, and sunlight. Let's go. Let's teach that shark a lesson together. Okay. Aw, Paul's so cute. This one's called Floating Market. I'm exhausted. As a member of my crew, you're such a right disgrace. Aren't you panting too? Shut your trap, you wide-eyed scallywag! After playing wildly for a while, everyone's stamina finally runs out and they collapse onto benches. The warm sun bakes the earth. A few refreshing cool breezes blow by, quickly drying the heavy soaked clothes and fur, leaving them free of any stuffy stickiness. I bet the Sindarian sun has dried everyone's clothes by now, right? Yeah. Y'all sound wiped. I guess everyone's hungry after all that fun, huh? All aboard! The next stop has lots of delicious food. Okay. Ooh! Oh goodness, I hope this does not interrupt my recording, but it's really loud. Ooh, so familiar. Come get your spicy salad! Guavas for sale! Guavas for sale! Step right up! Big plush prizes! Welcome everyone to our first stop, Sindara's famous floating market. To Sindarans, the floating market isn't just a foodie paradise. It meets all our needs, from food and drink to travel and entertainment. There are lots of local specialties here you won't find anywhere else, so make sure you take the opportunity to look around. Paul the bear listens to Science's energetic tour guide speech as he pulls open the vehicle's window to look outside. Colorful boats are lined up one after another in the narrow river, and lively greetings rise and fall. I'm sure everyone is starving, so I won't take up any more of your time. Grab your personal belongings and get ready to get off and look around. I especially love the fruit rice cakes and coconut soda here. I recommend you all give them a try. I ain't waiting for your landlubbers. I'm going on ahead. Damn it! He got away so fast. I'd better keep a close eye on him. Looks like they're really hungry. Alright, and whatever you do, don't miss Sindara's famous coconut oil. Not only is it great for sun protection moisturizing your skin, it even has a little something extra to spice things up too. Alright, that should cover the basics. Go on and have a look around. If you have any questions, you can contact me anytime. I hope you all have a great time. Wow! Water guns, coconut water, elephant dolls. There's so much to see. Wow, lots of pineapples. As soon as Paul the bear steps into the market, his eyes are met with a dazzling array of goods. The streets and alleys are filled with noisy shouts as vendors enthusiastically wave colorful wooden carvings and woven goods, trying to attract the tourist attention. What? I can't miss out on the fruitcake rice as Sighing recommended in the car. Where could it be? Paul the bear weaves through the stalls alone, his gaze darting from one item to another. Before long, when Paul the bear squeezes out of the crowd, he's already carrying bags of goodies. Crowded places are so hot. But I brought so many good things. Satisfied, Paul the Bear looks at the bag in his hands. They contain all sorts of snacks and drinks, including the fruit rice cake and coconut soda. In addition, to deal with his constant sweating, Paul the Bear also brought a handkerchief printed with a distinctive totem pattern. As Paul the Bear strolls back to the market entrance, he spots Sighing standing alone in the sun. Sighing sees him and eagerly waves him over. Hey, you're back! How was it? Did you find anything you like? I did! Those fruit rice cakes you recommended were amazing! I couldn't resist buying a few more boxes. Haha, I'm glad you liked them. It's hot out, isn't it? Get back on the vehicle and rest up. Phew. Let's see, what should I eat first? Paul the Bear sits back in his seat and takes out the goodies he just bought one by one, preparing to enjoy them. He turns his head to look out the window. Outside, Sighing stands under the hot sun, greeting the group members as they return. In this weather, he must be feeling really hot. Paul the Bear looks at Sighing outside, then at the freshly brought coconut soda in the cup holder. What the heck? Why am I screwing up these words? Hey, Sighing! What's up? Do you need help with something? You're working hard. This coconut soda's for you. Eh? This unexpected act of kindness makes the usual sharp Sighing freeze on the spot, as if his brain has short-circuited. I'm just gonna say this, Paul. Kinds of gesture, you're really good, but like, let's not push it further, okay? Let's not push it into flirting. Just don't expect don't expect a boyfriend once you leave. Golly. Looking at the cool bottle of coconut soda, he's at a loss for what to do, just standing there staring at Paul the Bear. The sun's strong, and you've been standing out here this whole time. It wouldn't be good if you got heat stroke for not rehydrating. It's fine, I'm used to it. You should keep it for yourself. Seeing Sighing's hesitation, Paul the Bear presses the coconut soda into his hand. It's okay, don't worry about it. Besides, I bought plenty. Huh? As Paul the Bear speaks, he casually places a hand on Sighing's shoulder, but the next second, Sighing flinches, his movements frantic. He quickly brushes the hand off his shoulder, his eyes flashing with an unreadable emotion. I literally had that same feeling. In his haste, Sighing also knocks the coconut soda out of Paul the Bear's hand. Ah! Whoa! The coconut soda traces a perfect arc through the air, about to land in the river of the floating market. What the heck? Perfect arc? He dropped it, not he threw it away. Wait, did he? Oh, my goodness, Sighing is defying physics as we know it. Wild cannons! A blue figure flashes by. The next second, the coconut soda is held firmly in Captain Loki's hand. What's this? A welcome back present for me, is it? After shaking up that stinking whale, I was getting mighty thirsty. Don't mind if I do. Gulping down the coconut soda, Captain Loki walks between the stunned Sighing and Paul the Bear and heads straight back to the vehicle. I'm sorry. Sighing bows to Paul the Bear, apologizing profusely. But the dissatisfaction and scolding Sighing expects never come. Instead, Paul the Bear's soft full paw gently reaches out and pats his shoulder. Oh goodness. It gets to a point, Paul. It gets to a point. Eh? It's fine, it's fine. You've worked hard, Sighing. I'm getting back on the vehicle now. Paul the Bear looks as laid back and carefree as ever as he returns to the vehicle with unhurried steps. Sighing watches Paul the Bear's retreating back, being a little puzzled and a little warm inside. 34, 35, 36. Great, everyone's here. Let's get ready to head back to the hotel for a rest. Phew. Finally, I can go back to the hotel and crash. After confirming that everyone is accounted for, Sighing finally relaxes a little and sits back down in his seat. Huh? What's this? It's only when he sits down that he notices a small box of fruit rice cake has been placed next to his seat. Paul, listen, I know that you are very generous, but let's not get to a point, okay? Relax. As the sound of the bus engine grows closer, the tour members arrive at their next major destination, a Sindaran-style massage salon. With the hiss of the pneumatic doors, everyone flies off the bus. So hot! Why is it so hot everywhere in Sindara? Right off the bat, the scorching sun overhead makes Paul the Bear let out a few complaints about the heat. Maybe I should have just stayed on the bus with the air conditioning. Huh? A splash of water is suddenly thrown onto Paul the Bear, drenching him and washing away the summer heat. Welcome to our Sindaran massage salon. I'm certainly feeling much cooler now. Thanks to a certain someone, I have been getting a ton of complaints lately. I don't know, really? They're technically the same word, are they? Well, actually they're very different words. I haven't relaxed in ages. My back is killing me now. As Oren complains, he occasionally glares at Captain Loki, who is yawning off to the side. Captain Loki notices the glare and, with a wicked grin, throws an arm over Orem's shoulder. An aching back, eh? Should have said sooner. I've got plenty of ways to make you feel good. You dirty bastard! We have booked out the salon for this time slot, so feel free to enjoy the massage here. I'll be waiting for you all outside. If you need any help communicating, contact me at any time. I hope you all enjoy your massages. Inside the small room, dim lighting illuminates a soft massage table. The air is filled with the faint scent of burning wood and melodic music. Thanks to this setup, Paul the Bear's body and mind begin to relax before the massage has even officially started. Please lie on your back on the table first. Okay. Oh, that's totally not Muataka, but you know. Following the instructions, Paul the Bear lies down, the masseur's thick hands, slightly warmer than normal, gently rest upon Paul the Bear's powerful thighs. The warm and delicate touch through the fabric makes Paul the Bear's relaxing muscles tense up slightly before gradually easing again. Seeing the masseur's sturdy build and shy, cute appearance, Paul the Bear starts to have different kinds of expectations for the experience to come. Alright, let's begin. Sure. Getting an affirmative response from Paul the Bear, the masseur soon begins the service. The masseur's hand, which were gently stroking his thighs, begin to knead them while gradually moving to the underside of Paul the Bear's legs. Then without warning, the masseur lifts Paul the Bear's left leg and hoists it onto his shoulder. Their eyes meet. Against the backdrop of dim lighting and a mysterious fragrant scent, the atmosphere grows more and more intimate. The next second. What? The muscular masseur shows no mercy. In a single motion, he forcefully bends Paul the Bear's left leg towards his chest. Paul the Bear goes from a Y shape to a T shape in an instant. In an instant, the sharp pain erupting from his muscles makes Paul the Bear let out a blood-curdling scream. Oh, you don't stretch very often, do you? That won't do at all. Let me give those muscles a good stretching for you. The masseur flips Paul the Bear over. He feels as if his body is no longer his own, but like a fish being fried in a pan, completely at the mercy of another. Wow. Now that's an... Wow. That's a simile if I have ever seen one. He's repeatedly folded, kneaded, and stretched, even put into an exaggerated pose resembling a jiu-jitsu cross-arm bar. The intimacy from moments before has now completely vanished. The background music that once filled the room is now drowned out by Paul the Bear screaming. After what feels like an eternity, the terrifying massage finally comes to an end. Paul the Bear lies alone, limping, resting on the table. I really thought something else was going to happen. Oh, how could it be so different from what I imagined? But actually, I don't feel as sore anymore. Paul the Bear carefully stands up and tries rotating his arms, discovering that the chronic discomfort in his limbs seemed to have completely disappeared. Thinking back, the pain wasn't so unbearable. There was even a kind of satisfying pleasure to it. I wonder how everyone else's massage is going. Paul the Bear leisurely walks out of the small room, only to immediately hear a series of screams from a familiar voice in the room next door. Don't hold it in, and don't hold your breath. Breathe, and scream! Looks like Patrol Officer Orm is having a great time too. Oh, that direction. That voice has to be Captain, right? So even Captain, when he gets a massage, eh? How's that? First time with two at once, huh? I love it. You want me all to yourself, or should we find someone else to join the fun? Eh? As expected of our captain. Just seeing the sun outside makes me not want to leave. That's... Through the glass door, he notices Sayang standing under the scorching sun, drenched in sweat, clutching his phone as he seems to be handling group affairs. Yes. Once our activities here is finished, we'll head over to the venue. Yes, thank you for your help. Busy arranging things with the person on the other end of the line, Sayang is so focused on the call that he remains unaware of his surroundings. Here you go. Busy on the phone, Sayang doesn't see who handed him the handkerchief. He just takes it instinctively and hazily wipes away the beads of sweat on his forehead. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. That's all for now then. See you in a bit. After a moment, Sayang slowly lowers his phone. In the sweltering heat, the handkerchief is already soaked with sweat. Good thing I confirmed beforehand. Thanks, by the way. Whoa! Hey there, good work. Sorry, this handkerchief, I'll buy you a new one to replace it. Eh? It's fine, you can keep it. Paul, no! No, don't do it! No! Paul the Bear just pats Sayang's shoulder lightly, then strolls back into the air-conditioned massage salon. Sayang stands there, stunned, holding the handkerchief. He blankly watches Paul the Bear's broad back as he strolls away. Okay. The massage time should be almost over. I need to have the salon and prepare the post-massage drinks. With no time for further thought, Sayang quickly throws himself back into his duties as a tour guide. This is called Bonfire Party, as you can see. As the sun slowly sets, night has quietly fallen onto the island of Sindara. The bright firelight illuminates the surrounding island scenery at the bonfire party. Welcome, everyone, to Sindara. Tonight, you can eat, drink, and play to your heart's content. Whoa! Sighing stands on stage to kick off the island festivities. After finishing his opening remarks, Sighing quickly steps aside. He grabs some food and finds a quiet spot in the back to sit down by himself. Finally, I can get some rest. Chug, 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 chug! Oh, they're already having fun. Sighing watches as the tour members gradually let their hair down and start messing around under the influence of alcohol. A smile slowly forms on his lips. Watching the lively scene before him, Sighing's heart, which had been worried that the tour members wouldn't have enough fun, can finally rest easy. They seem to be having a good time. That's great. Sighing leans back into his chair, his body gradually relaxing. Paul? Hey! Sighing, good work. I mean, great work. Oh, sorry. A gentle voice comes from the side, and Sighing immediately sits up straight. Paul the Bear is holding 2 drinks, and he offers one to Sighing. Ah, thank you. After Sighing takes the drink, Paul the Bear plops down beside him. What's wrong? Aren't you going to join the others? Or are you too tired today? I should be asking you. What's up? Aren't you going to join the fun up front? Faced with Sighing's question, Paul the Bear thinks for a moment before slowly speaking. Well, I just want to see how you are doing and chat with you. I see. Recalling all of Paul the Bear's kindness toward him, and with the help of alcohol, Sighing gradually lets his guard down. About today at the market, I'm sorry for knocking the drink you gave me out of your hand. It's alright. Our captain caught it in the end anyway. A long time ago, the first group I've ever led, they were all very nice to me, just like you. I thought I had really bonded with them. But during the optional tour, they suddenly started to give me a hard time. They complained, asking why they still had to pay for the optional tours after they had been so nice to me. What? How could they do that? Sighing gives a dry laugh, then a smile fades as he continues his story. I couldn't argue with them back then, so I paid for their activities, thinking that if it gave them a good memory, then it would be worth it. I thought that would be the end of it, but the truly frustrating part was just the beginning. Afterwards, they complained to the travel agency about my bad attitude and even demanded a refund. Luckily, the tour leader who was with us stepped up to clear my name, so I didn't get punished. After hearing out how they'd stiffed me on the payment, he even offered to cover the cost for me. He really helped me out, since I had just started working. Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to refuse your kindness. Oh. No, you don't have to apologize. The ones who should be apologizing are those jerks who took advantage of you. Seeing the usually calm and gentle Paul the Bear get so indignant on his behalf, Sighing is slightly taken aback. Thank you. After a moment, the slightly melancholic look on Sighing's face is once again replaced by a signature sunny smile. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the trip. I've rested enough. I should go check up on the others up front. Thank you for talking with me. Okay. Sighing stands up, ready to return to the party. But the next second... Wait! Paul the Bear suddenly reaches out and grabs the corner of Sighing's shirt, stopping him in his tracks. What is up with Paul? I mean, thank you. Okay. I'm not sure what's Paul's goal here, but... Okay, I'll stop now. Everyone from our proud shark might seem a little crazy, especially the captain, but they're all good people. So, Sighing, you don't have to push yourself so hard. Huh? When you need to take a breather, I'll be there for you. Thank you. And I hope that for the rest of the time, I can be by your... Oh no. You lazy great white meatball, I finally found you. Come on, come have a drink with me. Captain, how... Before he can finish his sentence, Captain Loki grabs him and drags him away, leaving Sighing standing there alone. Sighing watches the staggering figure of Paul the Bear and Captain Loki, then turns and sits back down in his chair. Watching Paul the Bear being force-fed drinks by Captain Loki in the distance, the frown on Sighing's face gradually smooths out. He's such a unique one. If there's time, maybe I should take him to that place. That place? Okay. Well, the bonfire continues to crackle. Sighing watches the firelight reflect against the starry night, the corners of his mouth lifting up slightly. Alright, this is called Island Beach. After a bumpy ride, we're finally here. Up ahead is the most famous beach in Sindara. As the tour bus slowly pulls up beside the forest, spots of water shimmer through the gaps in the trees. Sighing introduces it to everyone with a vibrant and loud voice, but at the same time, compared to the energy radiating from Sighing, the tourists in front of him all look listless. It's obvious that last night's revelry has completely drained their energy. It's so hot. We stayed up too late yesterday. I almost couldn't get up today. You're just slacking off like when you're on the Proud Shark, aren't you? We're out to have fun, so cheer up. Let's go. Even when we're out having fun, we still have to be supervised by Officer Orem. Everyone, look at the white flowers over there. These white flowers are called tidal flowers. They're a species unique to Sindara. Legend has it that these flowers are formed from sea spray left behind the land. Also, there's a tradition here in Sindara. People give these flowers to those they like. So if there's someone you like, you can pick one and give it to them. Even though he's still explaining fluently, Sighing seems a bit absent-minded. His gaze involuntarily drifts toward Paul the Bear in front of him, trying to catch every subtle expression on his face. Oh my goodness, Sighing, you just met this dude. There's no way you fell in love with him the moment you saw him. Let's keep moving forward. Past the woods, a golden beach comes into view. The brilliant sunlight falls on the Proud Shark's crew. Without the forest blocking it, gusts of sea breeze flow directly onto everyone, dispersing the heat and bringing a slight chill to them. So comfortable. The good old sea breeze is still the best. Well, I miss the air conditioning in the captain's cabin more though. Everyone from the Proud Shark is a sailor. You should all be quite familiar with the sea. But I still need to nag a bit about some simple safety precautions. That's about it. I'll watch your things on the shore. The slightly tedious reminders makes everyone feel bored, and some of the already listless members can't help but yawn. We book all the water facilities here. Whether it's parasailing, jet skis, or banana boats, you can play to your heart's content. That's it! Everyone, remember to stay safe. What should I do first? At a time like this, we should hear Captain making a ruckus everywhere. But why is it so quiet now? Paul the Bear looks around in confusion. Finally, in the shade of the windbreak forest, he sees Captain Loki slowly walking over. Upon closer inspection, Captain Loki seems a bit different from usual, looking quite listless. This little island is way too hot. Captain, are you alright? It's nothing. Just need to rest a bit. Oh. Are you hungover from drinking too much last night? Or did you get heat stroke from the heat? Seeing Captain Loki in such a state, Orem jogs over, uncharacteristically cheerful. Idiot! I would never be hungover! It's cause of the driver just now has terrible driving skills. There must be heat stroke and dehydration, right? You only have yourself to blame for coming to this little island in full uniform. Blast it! What do you know, you panda fish? Hey! While Captain Loki is still struggling to retort, a cool water cannon shoots straight into his face. The cool water instantly washes away the summer heat and it revives Captain Loki. Ugh! You blasted panda fish! Take this! You're still full of energy after all. If I were to describe you using Sindara dialect, ha! Kunda kunda! Watch out for... they run so fast! That's it. Officer Orem learns real fast. He already knows how to call someone an idiot in Sindaran dialect. Idiot, you say? Looks like I have to teach you a good lesson. Arrgh. Don't run too fast, or you'll end up with heat stroke again. It's my first time seeing Patrol Officer Orem so lively. It's rare to see them switch roles, so this is Patrol Officer Orem in vacation mode. Watching the crew of the Proud Shark start playing, Saeng turns and walks back to the rear of the beach. There's really nothing better than being at the beach with weather like this. Everyone seems to have gotten a bit more energetic too. That's great. Alright, time for me to check tonight's... That tag-along whale actually got away. I'll be having my revenge on him later. Definitely won't let him off next time. What's going on over there? A commotion suddenly comes from the woods ahead. Let go of me. Finally caught you. Hurry up and pay up. Is this some kind of kidnapping? Let me do me a good deed for the day and let off some steam while I'm at it. You probably should have consulted with Saeng instead of, you know. Yeah, I probably should have consulted with Saeng first, but yeah. Time goes by so fast. The scheduled itinerary for the trip ends today. When we gather later, I have to send everyone the recommended attractions info. And then, I also asked Paul the Bear if he wants to go with me. Is he just named Paul the Bear? Wow. Yo! Why are you here? Why aren't you playing with the others? This is the last thing on the schedule. How could we possibly leave you out? Come on! Before Saeng can react, Paul the Bear grabs his hand and pulls him toward everyone at the beach. But then no one will watch your things. It's fine. Come join us. How can you come to the beach and not get in the water? Throw him in, Paul. Okay, Paul. Oh goodness. Paul the Bear suddenly exerts force, lifting Saeng up entirely, and in the next second, jumps into the water with him. A strong sense of weightlessness instantly hits Saeng, followed immediately by the refreshing seawater. Seawater rushes into Cyan's mouth and nose, and the salty taste makes him squeeze his eyes shut uncomfortably. Golly. Even though he's choking with his lips pressed tightly, the corners of Cyan's mouth curl upward, revealing a bright, heartfelt smile. This is called A Walk at Dusk. The sun gradually sets, its afterglow dyeing the sea a golden yellow like wheat. As the warmth of the sunlight gradually fades, the chill brought by the sea breeze and seawater begins to feel a bit biting. 34, 35, 36. Cyan wipes his wet fur with a towel while counting the number of tour members on the beach. Great! Everyone's here! Does everyone remember? Tomorrow's a free day. I just sent some recommended attractions to everyone. You can check out the group chat. Yeah, I heard that the water slides at the water park here are famous. If it's a good time, I'll be taking this year's renovation funds to give that damn Proud Sharks water slide an upgrade when we get back. Ooh, I wanna go too! Then I'm not going to the cafe either. I'm going with you guys. Excited about the free day, everyone seems to immediately shake off the exhaustion of the beach activities for the entire day, chatting away as they leave the beach. Meanwhile, Cyan and Paul the Bear, whether out of exhaustion or relaxation, tactily slow their pace together. Paul? Yes? What do you think of the itinerary I arranged for these past few days? It's great! Like, the floating market is very unique, although it feels like you'd fall into the water if you lose your balance. The massage hurt a lot, but it felt so good afterward. And Sindarans are also... Paul. And the beach today too. Paul the Bear talks non-stop about what he had seen and heard these past few days, while Cyan listens quietly by his side. Both of their shadows gradually lengthen and draw closer as the sun sets. That just then, they accidentally bump into each other. Ah! They spring back, a faint awkwardness filling the air. Both of them turn away at the same time, neither daring to look at the other. The afterglow of the sunset reflects off the sparkling waves and shine onto both of them, gradually blurring the boundary between them. That awkward yet subtly charged atmosphere stretches endlessly between them. The journey that was so short when they came now feels incredibly long to Cyan and Paul the Bear. Tomorrow... Sorry. For some reason my voice was different, sorry. Tomorrow is the free day. Do you have any plans on where to go? Well, I think I'll go to the water park with Captain and the others. Although I'm not particularly interested, I just feel like since I'm already in Sandara, I shouldn't just hide in my room with the AC on. I see. Alright. Hearing that Paul the Bear already has plans, a hint of unconcealable loneliness flashes in Cyan's eyes, and even his walking suddenly becomes much stiffer. But... since I don't get to go out and have fun very often, it seems like I should get away from my coworkers and relax properly. My goodness, a lot of coincidences, huh? Coincidence. You were just... Cyan's mood swings like a roller coaster. His tail, which was drooping, now swishes from side to side. Then, I know a good place to go. We can play in the water there too, and it's my secret spot. Do you want to go together? Of course. Then, it's a promise. The two shadows cast on the ground continue to draw closer, touch, and finally merge together. And so is the distance between the two of them. The next day, led by Cyan, the two of them walk into a sparsely populated mountain trail. The path here is such a struggle. Not many people come here normally, so there's no path cleared. Cyan pushes aside the weeds in front of him, then lightly vaults onto the platform on the slope. After balancing his body with his tail, Cyan turns around and extends his hand to Paul the Bear behind them. Be careful here. This is a bit high. Here, grab my hand. Okay. Hey! After climbing up the small slope, they do not let go of each other's hand immediately. They can feel the steady pressure coming from the other's grip, both craving this rare moment of intimacy. The path ahead is easier to walk. We are very close now. Let's go. Okay. Before they even notice, they are so close to each other. Even though there's no one around, they still feel a bit shy. Both tactily maintain a silence with a hint of affection and continue strolling towards their destination just like this. The short journey is infinitely extended, and the perceived time is endlessly magnified, as if this path will never come to an end. Ooh. We're here! As Sighing pushes aside the dense leaves in front of him, a pale blue lake immediately comes into their view. In the mountain forest of the small island, a tranquil blue lake lies in quiet stillness. The calm water's surface reflects several shadows of clouds floating in the sky. Paul the Bear looks at the scenery in front of him and can't help but space out. Whoa! It's beautiful, isn't it? I was also speechless the first time I came here. At Sighing's gesture, both continue forward, slowly approaching the azure lake in front of them. They sit down where they are, dipping their feet into the cool lake water. The lake is beautiful, isn't it? Yeah! There's also a legend here. Wanna hear it? Sure. In Sindaran mythology, there was a loving couple who were punished by the god and turned into a mountain spirit and a sea god respectively. From then on, the separated lovers could only look at each other from far across the land, weeping all day as long as they longed for one another. The people of Sindara couldn't stand to watch, and pleaded with the god for them. The god relented, allowing the sea god to become the rain god each spring's end. From the sky, the rain god could finally reach the land and reunite with his lover. To thank the people of Sindara, the rain god nourished this land with rainwater, bringing fresh vitality to Sindara. And this lake is formed by the tears of happiness the rain god sheds every year when he comes to find the mountain spirit. Wow. But this is probably just a story the elders used to trick children. Seriously speaking, this is just a small lake that forms in the mountain regularly after the rainy season. Yeah, but I still prefer the mythological version. Me too. Sighing stands up and pats his pants. Pants? That's not a pant. Because of this story, the lake also comes to have many more meanings. Sighing slowly walks into the lake. The water is not deep, only reaching the back of his knees. Legend has it if he splashed the lake water here toward... Ooh. Sighing flushes, the words reaching his lips, but he can't muster up the courage to utter them. His hesitancy forms a sharp contrast to his usual cheerful look. Sighing, are you okay? What happened? Paul the Bear actually stands up and walks quickly to Sighing. Oh. Huh, to the person you like, huh? Ah! A surprise attack! Facing Paul the Bear's concern, the blushing Sighing does not respond verbally, only splashing cool lake water at the other without warning. Not gonna lie, Sighing's taste in men is kinda good. Hold up, Sighing! Unlike the fierce splashing when they first met, there's now a touch of tenderness in the way Sighing tosses the water. Ah! Damn it! Take this! Paul the Bear launches a counterattack. He casually scoops up the land water and splashes it onto Sighing. This simple splashing action has been repeatedly countless times during this journey, but the two of them are still tirelessly playing with each other. No matter how cold the lake water is, it cannot extinguish their burning hearts. It's been a long time since I was this tired. I wasn't this tired the past few days. But it was very fun. Yeah, it's very fun. It seems it's about the time to go back. If the sun sets completely, that mountain path is going to be really tricky to get down. Shall we go back? Yeah, let's go. The two help each other up and turn back towards the way they came. Does this lake have a name? Sindarans call this place Tarangpupan. Oh wait, sorry. Sindarans call this place Tarapupan. Oh, Tarapupan, huh? Paul the Bear continues walking while repeating the name. Hey, don't tell me you're planning to promote this place after going back. This is our secret spot. I don't want to have to line up the next time I come here. Of course not. I just want to remember this place. Then what does Tarapupan mean in the Sindaran language? It means renew. Sighing suddenly stops halfway through his sentence. Huh? Reunion? What is that? I'm not telling you. Eh? Sighing, walking in front, turns around and gives Paul the Bear a bright smile. Wait until later. Later, when we have the chance to come here together again. I'll tell you then. Eh? Tell me now! No! How could you? Aw, that's cute. Even though they are already exhausted, their shadows continue to chase each other all the way down the mountain path. As the sun gradually sets, Paul the Bear's tropical island company trip comes to an end by the secret lakeside. Alright. A fresh blessing. Five days pass in the blink of an eye, and the members of the Proud Shark have returned to the airport entrance. How was it? Did everyone have fun these past few days? We had a blast! The water park was super fun too! That water slide was so thrilling! The Proud Shark needs a water slide just like that one. No problem. No problem at all. As soon as I get back, I'll be using the funds to upgrade the facilities on me Proud Shark. Don't forget to submit your application to me. Stop thinking your nose where it don't belong. I'm relieved to see everyone having such a great time. Alright, it was a pleasure showing you around these past few days. If you ever get the chance, you're always welcome to visit Sindara again. After bidding everyone farewell, Sighing stands there waving, watching the crew of the Proud Shark enter the airport one by one. At that moment, he notices Paul the Bear standing quietly alone in the corner, expressionless. What's wrong? Are you okay? Is it too hot? Do you want to go inside the... Sighing stops halfway through his sentence. In his heart, he feels the same reluctance to part. Sighing stops halfway through his sentence. In his heart, he feels the same reluctance to part. There are so many things they want to say to each other, but when the words reach their lips, they swallow them back. Hurry up, Big White Bear. You're the only one left. Don't wander off on the last day. Sorry. Goodbye, Sighing. The tour leader's appearance breaks the silence between the two. Paul the Bear takes one last look at Sighing before turning to follow the tour leader into the airport. In that moment, Paul the Bear's heart is filled with complex emotions, sadness, reluctance, and longing. And he seems to see the same things in Sighing's eyes. Wait! Paul the Bear is halfway there when someone calls his name. Before he can react, he's swept into a warm, tight embrace. Aww. A familiar scent, accompanied by a pair of thick palms, gently wraps around Paul the Bear from behind. Besides sighing scent, he can almost smell a floral fragrance with a hint of the ocean settling over him. After a long while, they reluctantly let go of each other. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. The sorrow of parting seems much lighter after that hug. Now, they can finally say goodbye to each other. On the way to departure, Paul the Bear pays no attention to the cheerful crew members beside him. He thinks of the water fight on the first day and the bustling floating market, the Sindarin massage on the second day, and the lively bonfire party. In every memory, the tall, tanned figure is constantly weaving through the scenes. When he snaps back to reality, he is already on the departing flight, the island country outside the window gradually shrinking. A feeling of melancholy slowly rises from the bottom of Paul the Bear's heart, gradually consuming him. Paul the Bear? Paul! What's wrong? Finally! Took you long enough. Why have you been so gloomy ever since we entered the airport? I'm fine. I'm just feeling a little unwell because of the heat. Weird. Well, whatever. But it's really a pity you didn't come to the water park with us yesterday. The water park here is really fun. Not just the water slide, but also... Yeah. What a pity. The crew member beside him is showing concern, but Paul the Bear does not really respond, only agreeing half-heartedly. Eh? What's that on your chest? Yeah. Huh? The crew member beside him plucks a white little flower from Paul the Bear's chest. Only then does he suddenly notice the floral scent lingering on him and that embrace from earlier. Taking the flower, Paul the Bear gazes at the petals in his hand and a warmth wells up in his heart. He subconsciously reaches out to his chest, where the fur seems to still hold the residual warmth of the other's palm. He brings it closer to his nose and sniffs the floral scent, the ocean breeze, and the scent of that tanned figure. Then the little flower carrying so many memories from the island is carefully tucked into Paul the Bear's breast pocket and deeply into his heart. Just a heads up, you can't bring this flower through customs later. If the quarantined dog beast folk at the airport sniffs it out, you're done for. I know. Jeez. Just giving you a friendly reminder. There you go. You finally smiled. A surge of warmth slowly creeps into Paul the Bear's heart. Rather than feeling melancholy about parting, Paul the Bear now cherishes their encounter even more and begin to look forward to the day they will meet again. Okay, looks like we're back to old Paul now. Tarapuda. What does that even mean? It'll be a long time before I see him again. But I really want to know what Tarapuda means right now. Oh? Do you mean Tarapupan? Right, it's Tarapupan. Eh? Patrol Officer Orem, why are you here? Hiding in the shade of the deck and slacking off, Paul the Bear lazily looks at Orem, who suddenly appears from the side. I'm here to see Captain Loki to handle some business, of course. By the way, Tarapupan means looking forward to the reunion. Looking forward to the reunion? Thank you, Patrol Officer Orem. I've been looking for you for ages, you lazy fat white sea cucumber. Captain Loki grabs Paul the Bear, ready to drag him back to his post. Captain Loki, wait! What do you want with me? If you'll be looking for a good time, I ain't got it right now. No, I came to ask you, did you save a fox on the island? Oh, what about it? I did save a fox while I was there. Oh, is it the classic returning the favor trope? Gold bars and golden goblets are both fine by me. Don't you worry. You misunderstood. The ones you chased away were the Fox's creditors, and now they're here to collect. I've looked at your budget for the year and decided to use the Proud Shark's extra renovation funds to compensate them. It was just about enough. What the heck? Not gonna lie, that's... what the... yeah, that's kinda... my water slide! Meanwhile, on a distant southern island, everyone, gather around quickly. The same scenery, the same heat. The only difference is the tourists in front of him, I mean. You work hard, mister. Have this coconut soda. As the tourist hands over the coconut soda, they casually put an arm around Siang's shoulder. This time, Siang doesn't overreact, but instead falls into a brief daze. Siang, are you okay? I'm fine. I was just getting thirsty. Thanks for the coconut soda. You suddenly zoned out just now. It's not heat stroke, is it? Siang gives a faint smile. It's nothing. It's just that I thought of someone important, that's all. Oh. Summer Splash, a tropical encounter. Yay! And that is it for Summer Splash, a tropical encounter. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you guys for participating on the poll to vote for Summer Splash, a tropical encounter. I know, I actually kind of expected this. I was actually also thinking of Flower of Rebirth as well, but it did get a fair amount of votes, but not enough. Barely a landslide, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for voting on the poll. But before I do that, I wanted to promote my guild. My guild is called Fictocrats, as you can see over here. So anyway, if you want to join my guild, which is called Fictocrats, we are accepting 25 members currently. You can type the guild ID over here and you can join. You don't need any review. I've actually changed the rules a lot since XXL WOOFIA is, you know. Oh yeah, I actually never mentioned, but the restriction that I gave to WOOFIA actually was lifted. So yeah, the guild is back now for open, but you have to, you know. But the review, you don't need to review, you just need to join the guild and that's it. Alright, so this is the section where I'll be reviewing the event. And of course, this is my opinion, so it is just opinions, okay? We may agree or disagree with things, okay? So, yeah. Also, since this is the end of the event, please feel free to share your comments down below what you think about it. And also maybe about the characters, the story, you know. But, in my personal opinion, I think this event was simple. Too simple, in fact. I like the tension between not really tension, but like the conflicting feelings between Siang and Paul. But I feel like this event didn't really execute it perfectly. It felt too rushed. I feel like the side story with Captain Loki was a bit unnecessary. Doesn't really add anything to the plot. I do like how it ties all together in the end, where Orem, you know, tells about the meaning of the word that Siang told him when they were at Tarapupan. Ask Paul the Bear later. But yeah, in terms of its dialogue, it's alright. I think it's probably the best part about the event. But other than that, I feel like this event just lacks a lot of
Salutations, this is Editing Drunker. I just wanted to say that the reason why I feel negatively about this event in terms of its execution is because we're basically seeing Siang and Paul for the first time. And what I mean by this is that Paul was only mentioned briefly. He wasn't the major character in Pirates and Island Escape. And because of that, they put too much faith on Siang and Paul to give us a good story without actually contextualizing Sindara. it's why it just proves very ineffective, and why Paul's motives were they felt a bit forced, right? It felt like he was harassing Sayang in order to, and instead of showing kindness. So that's why I believe that a lot of like the structure itself also contributes to this problem, because everything was so rushed. They were trying to get to the end as fast as, even the scene in Tarapupan was not also in depth. Honestly, I'm just cutting this off. I'm just cutting time because I just kept stuttering throughout the original recording. But I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. Compared to like Bear Baths, which had I'm comparing this to a past event now, which had like yes, it was also some sort of vacation-y type-esque event, but there was also some lore behind it, not just with Zumi Nosuke's, but also Boss Ren. So yeah, so again, this is just my opinions. You feel free to disagree with me, but I'm still gonna give this a 5 out of 10.
So if you guys did like the event, I'm not saying that you are tasteless, okay? I'm just saying that this is my experience, okay? And you feel free to have your opinions on it as well. So yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much for voting for it in the poll again. And that is it for this video of XXL WOOFIA. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see y'all whenever. Bye bye! Also, I still have a cold, so if the voices sounded really odd, that's because my cold apparently hasn't recovered yet.